Hi guys, welcome to my December plan with me. As you can see, my camera once again didn't record or deleted the footage of the first part of my setup. So you've missed the start, but it was just the light, drawing the Christmas lights. So I've just got a black pen and just done one continuous line to write the word December and up into the Christmas tree shape, and then added the bulbs. You'll see me drawing them in the next few pages anyway, so it's not a big deal. Obviously I'm going with a Christmas theme for December, but I'm using the elements of the Christmas lights and the candy cane as the thing that I'm going to carry over from page to page to tie them all together, so that I can sort of vary them a little bit as well, but still have a really nice flow. So I'm just using my Life of Colour paint pens on this. There's something I've just discovered recently and absolutely love. These are your standard paint pens, but you'll also see me use the acrylic brush pens on the next few pages, and they are my absolute all-time favourites now. So a big shout out to those guys. So just putting some shading on this bow here just to create the inside of the loop, and then that's the cover page done. Okay, so this page is going to be the functional stuff. I'll have goals and tasks on the left and the calendar and important dates on the right. So this is that acrylic brush pen I was telling you about. It is awesome. The coverage is phenomenal and it's super easy to use. Just take off the lid and away you go. None of the shaking and pressing and shaking again. I'm doing this border on pretty much all of the pages for the rest of the month now, just to bring that candy cane theme right through and tie everything together. So this side where I'm just putting the heading now is going to be my calendar. Or overview of the month, I guess. Over here we've got a space for my goals, tasks that only need to be completed once during the month, and then the weekly tasks. So I'm just going to put some more of those fairy lights in, just to decorate up this page a bit. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my black pen, just putting the days of the month vertically down the page. I really like this layout for the monthly overview rather than a calendar. It's quick and easy to set up, gives me plenty of space to write anything that I need to record for the month, whether it be things that are coming up or things that I want to remember as an actual overview of the month. And there'll just be a space at the bottom as well that I'm just going to separate out with some more of the fairy lights, or Christmas lights, whatever you want to call them. And this is just going to be a spot to put important dates. I've got a few birthdays and things like that coming up in December that I just want to keep separate to that overview. As you can see, the Christmas lights are super easy to draw. They take a little bit of time, but I think they're pretty effective. I love the way they've come out. Now, setting up my trackers over this side, just using that paint pen again to put some dots. So for December, I'm going to have 5 weeks in my actual weekly setup, so I'm just putting the spaces to track that. The part above are things that only need to be done once a month, so it doesn't need this section on it. I'm just using a Tombow here just to put some green lines in to separate out the weekends on the overview, and just to add a bit of decoration and fill out the other sections. Now, Jess, or Jazzy Corin as you may know her, suggested going vertically like that, as she finds that it's easier to do straight lines, but that wasn't really working for me. I'm going back to doing them horizontally, I think. The one tip she did give out that was great and I agree with is to make sure you lock your wrist and you move your whole hand across the page as you try to do these straight lines, because if you twist your hand your line's just going to be wonky. So just filling in a couple more of these. Just going to do every second line in the goal section. I'm not 100% sure exactly how big each goal is going to be yet, so that's that page pretty much done. We'll just might add some stickers in there. These are actually stickers that I had left over from last Christmas. I'm just going to use up some of those just to add a bit of decoration onto the page really quickly and easily, and because I think they're super cute. Obviously I live in Australia, so we've got Santa having a barbecue and all those summery kind of Christmas things going on. Okay, and that's that page done. So now we're just going to set up the first weekly for the month. I'll put out another video hopefully next week with the setup of all the rest of the weeklies. I'm just going to do them all in one batch this month because obviously it's a busy month and I don't think I'll have time to do them weekly this time. So we've just brought that border in again to tie it all in, and as you can see I've got my I did get out my spacing ruler, but because that border takes one square off on each side, I actually had to get out my real ruler to measure this one up. So just working out where my grid's going to go, and I'm drawing that in with the green fine liner this time, just because of that Christmassy theme. So just pop that in, split it up into 9 boxes on this side, so that'll be 7 for the days of the week, 1 for the date and what week number we're up to. Oh, and as you can see I made a mistake down there with that line, but a bit of white paint will fix that, paint pen. No, so yes, yeah, that's right. So 1 for the date and what week we're up to, and 1 for just some decoration. And then this side I'm just checking to make sure how far across my mood tracker needs to come with that spacing ruler I keep in the back of my journal. Okay, and as you can see I've just penciled in roughly where I want things to go, just to make sure it's all going to fit nicely for me before I letter in my headings and draw in those Christmas lights and find out that it doesn't work. Always suggest penciling before adding ink to anything, especially if it's a new type of spread or layout for you. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my black brush marker and just letter in the days of the week on this side. And I realised about now that I had started in the first box, even though that's where I would normally put the date, but that's okay. We'll just leave the middle one empty instead and put the date in there and work around it, you know. It's one of the good things about my bullet journal. If I make a mistake, I can just make it work. Sometimes mistakes turn out to be the best design features. Okay, so then we'll just put in some more of these Christmas lights. So as you can see, they do take a while to draw, like I said, but they are really, really easy. It's just put in the little coloured dots all around and that's it, really. I think they're super effective. They just take a little bit of patience. I'm happy to put that into the setup for this month. So just lettering in my dates now for the week and what week number it is. I've decided to do green for the little part of it that overlaps from November into this week, and then we'll go into the red for the December dates, and then just which week number of the year we're up to, which I like to keep track of in my journal. And I'm just checking back because I didn't know what week we were up to. And then just putting in the dates on each day. And again, I'm doing green for November and then switching to red for those 4 dates. Just going over a couple to make them a bit easier to read. Then we just need to add in the habit tracker and mood tracker. And I will fill in that habit tracker after. It's a bit personal, so I'm just going to skip filling in what I'm tracking at the moment. But you can track anything you want in there. Meals from home, water, medication. And then just going back in with that green Tombow again to put in the spaces to fill this one in. And then I'm just going to do every second line on my to-do list. And I'm going to do that, I think, on the next week section as well, just to again fill it out a bit more. Makes the spread look a bit less empty, and I like it. I think it's a bit decorative. Now I want to use one of these bow stickers I've got for this square over here, but I thought I'd just do a checkered background to tie in with the green lines on the other side. And then I've got some sparkly overlay stickers, which I'm just going to put on that. You can see the sparkle there. Put that over the top. It's got that little pink bow there, but that's not going to be able to be seen once the other sticker's over it anyway, so I don't mind that. These were from Simply Gilded, and that's their trademark bow. I'm just going to cut off the excess part that I don't need, and then just pop my decorative bow on top of that. That. And then I just decided this was a bit empty above the bow, so there's the sparkles. Got to get a good shot of those sparkles in. So we're just going to put these gold stickers on the top just to fill in that space and finish up the spread. And there you have it, our completed December setup. Remember, I'll bring you the rest of the weeklies in another video soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw and want to see more of it. Head over to Insta if you want to check out my other stuff. Bye!